Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest. Shout out to Christozilla. I believe he just dropped me 2 ice cream. Shout out to all the boomers tuning in. This is a live broadcast. We're preheating this crypto oven to 10K and beyond. Today we'll be recapping the DeFi, checking the charts, and talking about JUSTWRAPPER. I just saw Justin Sun over there on DLive talking about JUSTWRAPPER. It's a privacy solution for TRON. And then I was looking at Bankroll, which is another DeFi platform that offers lossless saver pools to yield banker token there on TRON. So they're talking about lossless, no impermanent loss. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm going to look at it. I haven't jumped in, but we'll check it out. XSwap is back on T2X. Awesome, says Trappin. We'll talk about that as well. And more. Shout out to Lucian, shout out to Trappin, shout out to all the boomers tuning in. Make sure you're touching all the buttons, caressing them for me, and downloading the Brave browser. I'm getting ads every few minutes and earning BAT tokens. I got a link down below if you guys are interested in doing that. Today we'll be talking about JUSTWRAPPER, the privacy solution that was just introduced by Sun over there on DLive. We'll be talking about Bankroll, and we can also recap on other things that we've touched on, like the honey, like the T2X, like the pickles that I cashed out on yesterday, and more. Shout out to all the pumpers out there, and let's go ahead and show the charts, see how BTC is acting. You can see BTC dumping after, the Rona news with Trump. Obviously, the market's dumped. I don't expect anything serious to happen on the markets, unless something more serious is announced. But, I really don't see much happening. You could see over here on the stock market quotes, the market, is down, but it's down 0.7. So it's nothing real serious. The futures were down a little bit. But this is what I expect. The news hits, there's a certain sudden reaction, and then it kind of tapers off. And I would expect the same thing to happen on election day. Okay, guys, no matter who wins or losers or what, there's going to be a dump. Okay, and then it'll kind of stabilize or whatnot. So let's keep an eye on it. Certainly, the markets are not crashing or anything like that. Bitcoin holding there at 10,534. And we're going to do the recap. Let's go ahead and check out the prices of the cryptos and run down all the platform. BitMEX shock was before Trump. We didn't talk about that yesterday. It didn't really, I don't know if it hit the news before or after the live stream, but the one of the main dudes out there on BitMEX was arrested yesterday on money laundering charges, I believe. So, that's interesting. Apparently, they're claiming that he laundered billions or whatnot. So, that sent a little shockwave through the markets. There was a dump there as well. I've heard that BitMEX moved some tokens, and that could put some pressure on Bitcoin. But again, things went down, but they found their support, and they seem to be rebounding here in the first hour when the markets are opening up. We got Bitcoin there at 10,530. We got Ether at 343, Ripple at 23, Bitcoin Cash at number 5 now at 219. Binance doing well, 2697, and then Polkadot falling in the rankings. Polkadot debuted strong, and it stayed there in the top 10, but is anybody using it? What's going on with Polkadot? I heard about Kusama or whatnot, but have you seen anything going on other than, all this hype about this new blockchain? I mean, the hype kind of died down now, but it's still there in the top 10, and, it's actually superior to Chainlink in its market cap right now. So, let me know. We got Chainlink there at 921. Crypto.com coin in the top 10 again at 14 cents. Satoshi Vision we skipped. Litecoin at 44.85. Cardano at 9. EOS at 247. And Tron there at 2. Let me be honest with you guys. I'm liking Tron. I think that there's a lot of stuff moving and shaking on Tron. I do understand some of the critiques with Tron and Justin Sun, and that it's a knockoff, and that him and his boys handle most of the nodes. I mean, I've heard it all. But I mean, I'm using it and I'm seeing some of the products, and they're working. Okay, they're working, and it's working fast. I'll tell you that. And it seems to me like this gentleman, Sun, is always trying to move the ball forward. You know, whether it's getting involved with BitTorrent, DLive. What was it? The exchange he threw on? Was it Poloniex, or was it another one? He got involved with some exchange and more. I mean, this he's pushing the ball forward. Just Liquidity, and now with this JUSTWRAPPER, I'm going to link this down below. And this is a privacy solution, and in order to promote this, they're doing a $100,000 USDT giveaway. And if you want to read more about this, you can. But in order to set this up, hold on. Let me click this. There you go. In order to set this up, my understanding, I was just listening to the live stream that Justin had on, like literally right now. You have to create a shielded account there on your Tron link. But I think that this is Android only. But, you know, she was talking about it on his live stream. So you got to go into your Tron link and open up a shield account and then create a new wallet within, like a sub wallet. And he was explaining that Tron will never be completely completely private, but they're going to offer a solution via this JUSTWRAPPER. So you got to create this here in your wallet or whatnot. Here's the instructions. I just linked them down below. Once the shielded account is created, the system will send you a notice asking you to back up your mnemonic phrases, yada yada. And then you got to follow Justin Sun Tron, and you're eligible to get some Tron. So this is brand new. This is just debuting. And then I do encourage you guys to check out Sun over here. Let me link you guys to Sun's page because he just finished a whole live stream talking about it, and I'm sure that he can describe it better than I can, right? And check out his replays. And yeah, actually, I just linked you guys the video here that he did on DLive. You guys could check it out in its entirety. I just linked it here in the chat box, and he talks about JUSTWRAPPER, officially launched on the TRON blockchain, and boom, boom. Okay, so this is a service or a protocol or some sort of a solution that will allow privacy on the TRON blockchain. Okay, let's talk about Bankroll, because this is more on like gains and whatnot. So this is Bankroll. This is something I'm still trying to figure out, but it's saying it's the best way to hodl and grow your crypto. This is a Tron-based DeFi application, but there's many different like sub tokens. There's a Stronghold, the Vault, the Stack, the Moon, and there's all kinds of what seems to be creative financial schemes to earn more Tron and Ether. So I do encourage you guys to check this out. I've seen a couple people talking about it. It's very interesting because it does promise lossless saver pools. Bankroll Farm offers lossless saver pools to yield farm on Banker. One thing we were talking about yesterday is the impermanent loss associated with providing liquidity to these pools. If one of the tokens in your pair changes in price dramatically, you could suffer a loss. So, we talked about that. There's a calculator on CoinGecko that you could calculate and get kind of an estimate. But apparently this one is offering lossless. I don't know how, okay? And, the farm has 0 fees, and it's definitely promising a lot. And it's interesting that it has a lot of different sub-services. If you click over here, on Tron, you got the farm, then you got the Stronghold, the save, the credits, the stack, the swap, the daily. So these are like sub tokens that there's different ways to stake and use this. Now, again, I don't know all the details. I haven't even read through the white paper, to be honest with you. So, check this out. Okay, check this out, and I encourage you to look at it. There's also a referral. I haven't deposited anything into this, but I'm letting you know about it. So here's the referral link. Let me know if you decide to go in or not, and I will as well. But this is something I'm just catching wind of within the past 24 hours, and it's definitely attractive. You can stake bankers with the banker liquidity tokens, and you can see what they're offering in their APRs. And again, there's these subcategories over here, like the stronghold. Okay, so you can go straight to the farm, or you can go to the stronghold and get stronghold token, a long-term way to profit, providing liquidity to the banker ecosystem. Those stronghold tokens are pegged 1-to-1 to banker swap. So you got to read through this a little bit more. I got to wrap my mind about it, but around it. But it appears like there's something a little bit different about this. Okay, and then you could. It's like a game-ish too, because you can roll your dividends, and they're kind of gamifying this. This DeFi stuff. So check this out. You can watch the whole video. But there's different, like, I guess, products that they're offering. Get paid 50 cents per percent of banker emissions to hold. The Moon, instant virtual liquidity tokens with dividends. So I guess these are subcategories. I guess they're dubbing them virtual liquidity tokens. I don't know. But yeah. A zero-fee TRX saving account, the safest and highest APR for ETH. This seems very interesting. There's a way to wrap ETH and earn on staking ETH here. So they said. I don't know. Again, I'm just I'm doing the research on this, guys. So I would like for you guys to do the same. Check out this bankroll.network. And then I also provided a referral fee for whatever that's worth. But, I haven't deposited into this yet because I haven't done enough research to feel comfortable enough. But it definitely looks attractive. Okay? It definitely looks attractive. So go ahead and check that out. They have products for both TRX and ETH. Okay? And then, you could read through the white paper, which I'm going to do as well. So those are the two things that I'm learning about today: Bankroll and then JUSTWRAPPER, and there's both on TRON. Let me give you guys an update on the T2X. I just entered another auction yesterday, and I received 1.8 thousand T2X, and I've been staking. I'm seeing the rewards coming in, but I haven't been able to claim the rewards because none of my active stakes have completed yet. But I mean, they're certainly being accounted for. In just about a week or a few more days, I will be able to claim my first stake, which was with 6,000 T2X tokens, and I've received the bonus of 220 TRX, says this system. And this thing has continued to increase every day. So let's see. Good morning says, hey boss, jump into Bankroll. I got in already, made about 450 banker already, and this thing is solid rock. Let me know exactly what you did, because there's so many different products here that I don't know which angle to go at it. And let me know what you let me know a little bit more. It's attractive, and I'm just learning about this. Good morning, America. So we got someone here in the chat box says that they've jumped into it and they've made something and it looks solid. I certainly am still learning about it. T2F if fixed will definitely make me feel like if it's super solid, Tronics has been nuts. That one I don't know about. I'm gonna have to research that as well. But yeah, I'm getting wind that this T2X X swap is going to be back online this weekend after an audit or whatnot. I don't know if that's true or not, but you can swap for T2X on JustSwap. But okay, now here's another thing, guys. The T2X on JustSwap. It says here on T2X that it's it's better to enter the auction, but I'm telling right now I see that that you can get a better deal on JustSwap. Let me pull up JustSwap. Where is this? I'm not even showing my screen. Okay, so if you go over here to JustSwap and just try to buy the T2X tokens, T2X, I think it's this one. Yeah, I already have a balance of 647. But let's say if I wanted to put my 1,000 TRX to buy, I'll get about 2187 T2X. So let's go back here to the auction and see what I've been getting them at. So if you go to the auction, I've been putting about 1,000 every day in these auctions. And yesterday, I earned with the 1,000 T2X on that auction. Let this thing load up. Let it load up for a second. When you go to this page, it takes a little second to load up the details. There it goes. You can see it populating. So I put in 1,000. I entered with 1,000 TRX, and I received 1.8 T2X. And then, you know, that's, you could see the rate of Tron. You know, you could see the rate at which the auctions have been distributing T2X. This one is at 1.8, at 1.5, at 1.5. These rates are not as good as the rates on JustSwap. So let's go back to JustSwap again. Let me show you. If I put 1,000 here TRX, I'm getting 2185. So it's looking like a better deal. Auction better supports the community. Yeah, it does. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you know, I'm not running a nonprofit out here. I'm trying to make gains. So, you know, I'm looking at this now. The auction isn't always that case. If you go back a few days, you could see that, you know, the rates are, they vary. So, you know, some days it's good. You can get 4.9, 3.4, 3.8, 2.6, but some days it's dropping under 2. And right now, for the past like few days, it's been under 2. And, you know, the current rate is cheaper. So, you know, that's something to consider. You know what I mean? You know, I'm just seeing the rates, and, you know, I just got to call it for what it is. Because over here it says buying tokens is more profitable from the auction. Well, not really. Not every day. Okay, so it's something to pay attention. You know, this rate changes. So, you know, right now the rate is at 2.25, but that could change by the end of the day. So anyhow, let me collect and I'll stake. But it's something that I wanted to call to everybody's attention, because I certainly don't want to sip Kool-Aid. Okay, guys, I certainly don't want to sip Kool-Aid with any of these platforms. You just got to call it for what it is. If you see a better deal, or if there's another option, you know, I'm letting you know there's a better deal on the swap, on the JustSwap. So anyhow, let me go ahead and stake these tokens and bang them out here. 2,500 days to stake. Let's stake 15 and give it a whirl. Are you on Lion Shares? No, I haven't checked that one out. Right now, I'm checking out Bankroll. This is the one I'm checking out that I may jump into, but I don't know. Okay. And then, you know, I just, you know, talked about JUSTWRAPPER, but this is more of a, you know, a privacy solution for Tron. And you can, if you're interested in the USDT giveaway, excuse my stuttering, you can go to this medium.com article from the Tron Foundation, and boom. It's more profitable because the T2X in auction goes to pay out the swap, doesn't. Yeah, it's more profitable for the entire pool in the community. But like, if I wanted to stake the T2X, I can just go buy them right now and just swap and stake them, and just earn the reward. So no, it's, you know, right now the rate is cheaper on JustSwap for the present moment. Now that may change. You know, again, you know, I just showed you guys the rates, but, you know, would you rather receive 1 point? We gotta wait for this to go up, but, you know, the rate's the rate, guys. Okay, don't you know, don't tell me I should be paying a higher price to help the community. That sounds like Kool-Aid to me. Let's call a spade, guys. Come on. Okay, I'm still staking, and we're gonna try it out, but like, come on, let's not sip Kool-Aid out here, guys. There's a better price on JustSwap right now. Yesterday I got 1.8. I can get 2.1 on JustSwap right now. The day before I got 1.5, 1.5. Look at the prices. They've been low. So, you know, I've you know, I got to call it for what it is. Better to keep the project alive. I mean, whatever. I mean, what does that really mean? To, you know, to keep the project alive and keep paying more. What does that mean? Like, you know, I'm trying to make gains. I don't care about whether the project's going to stay alive. I'm trying to stay alive out here. So, you know, I'm just calling for what it is. I know some people are going to feel some type of way, but that's the problem with some of these platforms and people using them. They start getting a little clicky and a little like fanaticky. So, you know, whatever, guys. If I got to pay more to keep a project alive, then I'm not interested. Get out of here. Guys, come on. That sounds like, you know, you got to pay more taxes so that we can provide more welfare to everybody. Come on. I'm not sipping Kool-Aid. That's not what the champ does, ever. So, again, I'm staking, though. It's like the gains look cool. If anything, if these rates just keep going, all I do is just get them on T2X, and then I'll stake them over here, you know. 1, 2, 3. Now, if the opposite happens like it did before, and, you know, I'm getting 4.7, 6.3, 4.5, probably the hustle wouldn't be even to stake. It would be just to swap them out and get the money and run. Everybody earns together. That sounds like socialism. Yeah, Trappin, how about this? We can all earn together. Just send me your tokens and then I'll redistribute them. That's kind of how it sounds. But anyhow, just calling it for what it is. The truth is, right now, the rate is cheaper on JustSwap. Not what they're saying over here on the site. So if I'm speaking the truth, guys. If you guys don't like the truth, excuse me. Or not. People get wild when you touch their little platforms. They're like, come on, bro. Guys, come on. I'm not a socialist. Everybody earns together. That's the kumbaya line, man. Don't give me that shit. Don't give me that shit, man. But shout out to Trappin. Shout out to Niagara. Shout out to, what is this guy's name? Tianelli 05. And all the boomers. This champ would always keep it 1,000 with you guys. That's what I promise you guys. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm gonna call it how I see it, and kaboom. But that don't mean that I'm not gonna stake. You know what I mean? I'm staking right now for the most part. Roger Ripple, Snowflakes, Dr. Puff and stuff is out here. All the boomers, Puff and stuff. Yeah, I saw your comment earlier this morning. You're saying that EOS is not working, but the Pickle's back on. I pulled off of Pickle. Okay. I pulled off a Pickle, and I sold out. You guys saw it at the end of the video yesterday, and I ended up with a small profit, The difference is when you buy on swap, the TRX you use doesn't go into the auction pool. Okay, so what does that mean? It doesn't matter, The point is to use to get the T2X tokens to stake. I get it. It's like, you're not going for the whole team. You're circumventing the system, bum, bum, bum. But the bottom line, if there's a better deal elsewhere, it's called free market. That's what's beautiful about the free market. So I'm with the free market out here, and, holler at me about the free market. That's what's kind of cool about crypto. And you know what? If you want to make gains with that, why don't somebody just provide liquidity to that pool on JustSwap, the TRX T2X liquidity pool. Trappist says that's how you get paid. Okay. Well, if that's the only way the platform is going to get paid by charging a higher price than on everywhere else, that's not sustainable. So I'm gonna call it what it is. That's not sustainable. So anyhow, I'm not trying to argue with this because I'm staking. So let's relax. Dr. Puff himself says, yeah, I seen that you made 0.2 in a week on 2 ETH. That's 10 weeks for 100%. Yeah. I mean, that's what's if things would continue at the same rate, but I don't expect that. So I mean, the Pickle move was profitable. And so far, it appears like the T2X move has been profitable too. Okay? So, bought the XDAI dip at 13, up on that trade within minutes. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the stake went down. Let me look at stake. Pull this one out. I'm patiently waiting on Honey too, guys. I'm patiently waiting on Honey. Let me see where Honey's at. And Trappin', yeah, if that's what you believe, Trappin', that that it's all a Ponzi or whatever, then why are you even associating with it? I certainly, if that's all it is, then I'll pass. I think that there's something else to it. I think there could be something creative. It's a smart contract. But if that's all you think it is, I mean, whatever. Honey is trading at 535. It's getting clapped. Again, that's a move that I slipped on. And I'll say this again, guys. If you get into a token, okay, if you get into a play and it immediately rockets, it shoots up 20, 30, 40% in the first day or two, you should take some profits, guys. Come on, you know. And I slipped. I'll be honest. I got in at 670, about 700 here on Honey. This thing propelled, catapulted to like 1,1500. And then I was like, oh, but it could probably go for some more. It could probably go to 2K. And then, it starts dumping. So I bought a little bit more, and look where it's at now. You know, I do think it's going to go back up at some point. I'm holding the bag, so I'm hoping. But, it is what it is, guys. Let this be a lesson. If you get into a play and it shoots up 20, 30, 40, 50, 60%, I mean, take some money off the table, at least what you put in. That's where I went wrong. I expected it to go up. Okay, cool, whatever. So just at least take your initial investment out. Probably make more with less risks just staking T2X versus providing liquidity. I do worry about T2X dumping eventually. Yeah, it's definitely something to consider. And then, when, members of the community are saying stuff like that, like what Trappin just says. If that's the case, then I'll probably pass. But I don't know. I don't think that's the case. I'm going to look at it a little bit more. But 1, 2, 3. I'm looking for, like I said, I'm not trying to get rich fast. I'm trying to get rich for sure, guys. The long game. Niagara says, I'm still holding Honey, waiting on the farm to open. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm waiting on too. And did you notice, am I sharing my screen? Yeah, I am. Did you notice that the Honey site, hold on, where's the Honey site? The Honey farm site, they put a notice at the top of the site, says, do not stake funds on this site yet if you already have done so. Yeah, he notices Niagara. Yeah, so I unstaked. Remember, I staked that first day, and then I ended up unstaking. So this thing is not ready to rock, and I'm glad that they're telling, we're not ready. Don't unstake, please. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this to go to open up, which I expect it to open up very soon. And I'm assuming no one knows that this could drive demand. And let's see what we do then. Bitminer says, you're right, CC. Honey's supply is only 25K, can moon or doom quickly. Yeah, that's why. I mean, and then I'll tell you this, and I've been doing research on this, and, the whole XDAI thing, there's value here. There's obvious value on XDAI, in my opinion. Sister to Ethereum, runs with the same key pair, and the transactions are like close to 1,000 times less if you do the math. So, and then you got this Honey swap thing being, like the Uniswap of that chain. So, I do think there's value there again. So let's see, again, I don't know. Let's see. I'm definitely waiting for that. But yeah, I would say in that move, I got clapped in that move because I didn't take profits. Niagara sees the value too. Yeah, I certainly see the value, but let me repeat this to you guys. And, at least what my opinion is with all this DeFi stuff, I think that there's going to be DeFi value that sticks around. I'm not really trying to chase and play the long game with DeFi. I'm trying to learn how to use the platforms and, trade in and out of these things. So, it's not like I'm like, I like XDAI and I think the value's there, but am I moving capital enough to warrant me thinking that, it's not like I want to be sitting on this play for months and months and months. I mean, granted, that may change. I'm just saying the way I feel right now. So, kaboom. Let me go ahead and pass out some lemons. And I think we hit all the beats. Trump's got the Rona, which is out of left field. I think that's deeper than the headlines. I have no idea. But one thing I'll say to you guys, we can't trust none of these people. I'm sorry, guys. Like the lefties, the righties, like, excuse me for what I'm saying, but fuck them all, guys. Honestly, excuse my language, but fuck them both. Honestly, because these people, man, get out of here. And for, those that have been polarized on the left and the right, and they think that either or is the solution. Come on, the joke's on you guys. The solution is God, and not even dealing with this stuff. Did Jesus try to, argue with the Caesar? He's like, give him what is his. He had a different approach, guys. Get out of here. So anyhow, and now we got also BitMEX. The guy at BitMEX got arrested. What's up with that? Once XDI wins the Reddit scaling debate, you'll be on the train. I mean, I'm, you know, I see the value. It's not that I'm not on the train. I'm going to touch it. But like really, the only train I'm on for the long term right now is really Bitcoin and Ether. You know, like I see all the other coins. I see Chainlink, Binance. I see all the ones that have actually outperformed. But so far to me, like the only ones that I really want to save, that I'm interested in saving long term, are those two. Now, you know, I'm obviously using these platforms, guys. You know, I'm not a hater. You know, but I just call it for what it is. Have you looked into Lusco? No, I haven't. I did check it out and everything, but I did look at it one more time, but it had a disclaimer. It said, you know, U.S. residents don't deal with this, and boom, boom, boom. So I haven't looked. SPI says, salute to the champ. Indeed, F them all. Hope my American brothers and sisters stay safe. There you go. That's how I look at it too, guys. I mean, you know, I would say, you know, F them both on both sides, left or right. They're trying to trick us both. At the end of the day, guys, the bank's getting stronger. Okay? The bank's getting stronger. And everybody out there that thinks that the Treasury took over the Fed, that is about the stupidest thing I've ever heard. The Fed has gotten stronger, guys. Get out of here. Those Q guys are like, no, because low key, the Treasury just took over the Fed. Come on, guys. None of them are talking about, look, whether Joey or Donnie is out there, guys, they're going to be continuing to pump up the fake money, guys. Get out of here. Team holds 80% plus of coins. That's the only thing I don't like about Luxo. Oh, okay. You looked into it. Yeah. Let me know. I mean, I remember looking into Luxo, and they're like, oh, you can't participate in it, and it's this, that, and the third. And I didn't keep looking. But I'll listen. I just bought me Zilliqa, says SPI Premium, VeChain, Theta, and DOT. Classic hodler. No DeFi or NFTs. Too complicated. Thanks, champ. You are for life. Thanks, SPI. That's what's up. I certainly, those are interesting names. I don't hold any of those, but, you know, I don't have anything bad to say. I've been seeing a lot of talk about Theta, and I like the, you know, Theta's a, you know, video streaming or media type of thing. And DOT, I was talking about it earlier in the broadcast. It's certainly stuck there in the top 10. I haven't seen anybody actually using it. So I would like to learn more. Tanieli05. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. 05. I'll just call you T05. T05 says, solid advice. Thank you. I really don't give advice. I'm just giving my opinions. You know, I'm not an advisor. You know, I got to say these things because, you know, there's cucks out there on the tubes and on the live. I'm not anybody's advisor. I'm just giving out I'm just speaking my opinions. I'm not even giving, I'm speaking it. Kaboom Athlete just donated 3 ice cream. And let's go ahead and pass out these lemons, guys. Distribute rewards. Let's do it. Click claim rewards. Kaboom. We pass out lemons every day. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you sub. Make sure you tune in to the boomers. Thank you, guys. It seems legit. Just say what I think, says T05. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm not anybody's financial advisor. I'm not out, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just giving my opinion because, you know, everybody gets a little bit too, they want to play the victim if something goes wrong. You know what I mean? I'm not anybody's crypto daddy. That's what it is, T. I'm not anybody's crypto daddy, and I just want to keep repeating that because I want to make it clear. This is a new and emerging space. There's legit stuff. There's illegitimate stuff, and we simply don't know. I would say that this is, you know, a high risk environment, and you know, every man should be responsible for their own bag out here. My DeFi or casino play are those coins, says SPI. Low cap and solid projects. Boring, I know, but they will do good. Forget to say I have a bag of Cardano. Let's see. Good luck. Indeed, yeah, they sound like cool coins. Shout out to SPI. Dr. Puffin stuff's here. He says, I'm not going to get into the reverse ICO for Luxo. I was just going to get them on an exchange. but haven't yet. KuCoin's still having problems. Okay, yeah, keep us informed with that. But yeah, I'm certainly liking the Tron network, guys. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff with the Tron, and I'm certainly liking. I'm gonna look into Bankroll. I told you guys about Bankroll. I'm gonna look into it. It's something that does interest me. I like this Just Wrap idea. I linked that, and overall here, if you go to Tron link, there's a bunch of dApps that I haven't checked out. Trontopia, Pyro, Tron Lending, Wink, Zethar, Nudex, AAA. There's a bunch of them. Bankroll's theirs too. But yeah, Bankroll seems to be the new hot one. So check that out. And there's more stuff popping up on Tron. There's a lot of haters. But to me, it's not one or the other. I'm not one of those guys like, oh, since you're using Tron, you can't use Ether. Since you've used Steam, don't go on Hive. I'm not one of these guys. I'm not one of the fanboys. I really don't care. It's not like, oh, since you like Trump, you should be against Biden. If you like Biden, you could be against Trump. I'm not one of these guys. Please. I'm not. So, I'm not a fanboy, or I'm not like, oh, you should go with the T2X auction because it's more expensive. Don't go on the swap and, go to the pool. Guys, I'm not. I call it for what it is. Okay, guys, I'm calling it for what it is. And it is what it is, guys. I like everything about it except their distribution, says Niagara. What are you talking about? Niagara says, cheaper to buy on Uniswap than get into our ICO for Luxo. Oh, okay. You're talking about the Luxo. Shout out to Passive. Kaboom. Yeah, I don't know much about Luxo, but, I'll check it out. You guys seem to be looking at it. I'm not interested in a reverse ICO, but some of you guys are talking about getting it on the exchange and then flipping it and, keep me up to date. According to KuCoin, they will be slowly reopening withdrawals and deposit within the next week. I hope they keep their word, says G-Torres. There you go. This kind of thing with those centralized exchanges, you never know, And then you can go Uniswap, which is great and everything, but, after, all the fees with Uniswap, it doesn't really end up being any, I understand, at least with Uniswap, you keep your coins and you got, you don't have any, you're not dealing with a centralized entity, but look at those fees are wild. To get out of that pickle play yesterday, I paid about $25 in fees, guys, just to get out of the whole thing. Yeah, I ended up with the profit or whatever, but it was wild. Crypto candy store for adults, DeFi for the insane, or for the degenerates. That's what they're calling it over here on the DeFi, on the CoinGecko DeFi yielding farm tab. You could switch to a degenerate mode over here. They even got like a red signal, a red warning sign. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. After doing this yield farming for the past couple of weeks, I'm questioning whether if it's all worth it, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some have been, but so much fees, so much risk, so much learning, this, that, and the third. And so far, I have made a little bit of profits, but I don't know. I'll give you guys the recap. And I'm doing this to learn. I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, I want to know, and I want to know for myself. I want to get in there, get my hands dirty, and I want to learn for myself here. And that's about it. I think, yeah. I think I hit all the beats. Is there any deals on the stock markets today? Link is booming. Fiverr's doing good. I like the Fiverr stock. Big loser today is YFII, Balancer, and Ren. Ren boomed yesterday, but it's down 10% today. Sushi's down. Lend, Wi-Fi, Synthetics, Maker. All these DeFi coins are getting clapped. Loopring, Theta, a lot of them. Not Theta's not DeFi, but Loopring, Kava, there's a few of them. A lot of these things are getting clapped. Ren and Balancer, YFII. So, the fact that they're all down makes me feel a little bit better about this honey hold that I have. Dr. Puffin stuff says Pickle isn't there anymore in the degen mode. It's number 12 in the year farm top value lock. Yeah. I saw that, and I mentioned that a few days ago. So it looks like it's gotten a little safer. And, just to be honest, I mean, I did pull out a profit off the Pickle. I did, and I documented it yesterday. So let's see what I do with that capital. Let's see. But look at these return estimates on even the largest pool, the ETH against Bitcoin. It's 23 yearly right now. I remember when I got in, this was like 40%. So this thing the profits have dropped dramatically. But yeah, I'm going to start doing more research on yield farming that shields from permanent loss. I know that CoinMarketCap does have a new tab, and they talk about it. And I got to do a little bit more research with this, but maybe I'll do some experimentations with these yield farms that promise no impermanent loss. And I'll show you guys here. So you can see Uniswap, and this is according to CoinMarket. Am I showing my screen? Yeah, okay. This one is according to CoinMarketCap, and I'll link this to in the chat box. So you can see Uniswap is ranks high on the impermanent loss category, okay? And then Curve ranks low. Sushi high. But Yearn, it says none. So I gotta look into this a little bit more. It promises no, and this is because there is no pair. There's just one single token. I guess I don't know. This one D-Force high, Harvest none. I gotta check this one out. And it seems like when you're only mining one that there is no permanent loss. I don't know. So check this out. Ren, YFV Finance Medium. So check this out. But one thing that did catch my attention is that Bankroll over here is promising, according to a lossless saver pool. So that I interpret that as no impermanent loss, but I could be wrong. I got to do a little bit more research and read the white paper, but kaboom, if you're interested in reading about this. Honey Faucet giving out roughly 0.01 honey every couple days. Yeah, we've talked about it. I talked about the Bright ID, the whole thing. We got some people on it. What update did I miss on honey? Not much. Everything's down on DeFi. Honey's getting clapped. It's at 535. Boom, boom, whatever. I'm waiting for this honey farm, which is the hny.farm, to open up. And they do have an update that they just recently put on the site that says don't stake funds on the site yet. And if you've done, please unstake. I did stake and then I unstaked. So I'm waiting for the latest announcement. You could read about it here. I read this. I think I've shared this here. So I'm waiting for the whole Honeyland thing. This is what I'm waiting for. So let's see if once they open this up, if it can raise the demand a little bit more. But that's about it, guys. I passed out the lemons. I talked about what I talked about. We hit the beats. T2X, the rewards look all right. I just noticed that the prices are a little cheaper on JustSwap, but that could change. Bankroll, I'm doing research on, and JustWRAPPER seems like a cool privacy solution on TRON, and I'm patiently waiting for this honey farm. And at the end of yesterday's show, we pulled out a pickle with a profit, very small one, but it was less than $100. But at the end of the day, it was a profit nonetheless. So kaboom. If there's no other comments or questions, the champ is out of here. Make sure you're exercising. Make sure you take care of your physical frame as well as your mental. Okay, don't do too much of the social media. I'm strongly considering deleting everything. Most things at least that have to do with any news and stuff, because at the end of the day, I see it does more damage than anything. But could be a whole nother topic of discussion. Make sure you stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll catch you guys next week. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest.